Good afternoon, everyone. Please be seated. Dear family and friends, oop, that's loud. Welcome and thank you all for coming here to share in this wonderful occasion today. A special thanks to those of you who have come from a great distance to witness the promise that Sara, Elizabeth Elkins, and Colin James Murphy are about to make to one another. My name is David. I'm the uncle of the bride. As a gesture of respect for the bride and groom, I ask you all to please silence all of your electronic devices and enjoy being fully present in the moment. At this time, I would like to invite Sara's grandmother, that's Carol Schiff, to come up and read a poem that she has selected just for this occasion. Are you out there? Yes. The microphone would be right there, Carol. Right.
This is devoted by Lori Eberthal. My heart can be your home. My soul can be your refuge. You can turn to me when you are weak. You can call to me when the way is not clear. I will be your promise and your prayer. I will always be there, constant and complete. Run to me, reach out for me, and I will love you in a unique and tender way. Bring your love to me, share your love to me, sing your love to me, and I will offer peace, ease, and comfort. That's lovely. Sit down. Guys can sit down. You both can sit down. And I'll sit down. Do you want to sit down?
She's good. All right. Thank you for sharing those words with us, Carol. That was a beautiful poem. We should all take a little time to consider what those words mean to us. At this time, let us also take a moment to remember the many members of our families who are unable to be here with us in the flesh, although they are very much with us here in spirit. They're always in our thoughts and in our hearts. In particular, I want to mention three of Sara's deceased grandparents. That's Howard Schiff, Terrence Elkins, and Sara Elkins. Both of Colin's deceased grandfathers, Dominic Miscagna and Donald Murphy. Also want to mention the many members of our families who live overseas. We have a lot of extended family in alphabetical order. We have Argentina, Australia, Ireland, Israel, and Italy. So we remember all of those folks. Let us please take a moment of silence for all of these. Please stand if you're able to. Thank you for that. You all may please be seated. Dear friends and family, we are gathered here today to witness and celebrate the joining together of Sara Elizabeth Elkins and Colin James Murphy in the solemn covenant of marriage. Sara and Colin have spent years getting to know each other, and we now bear witness to what their relationship has become. This ceremony is a public affirmation of that relationship, and it is our honor and privilege to stand witness to this event. Sara and Colin will mark their transition as a couple not only by celebrating the love between themselves, but also by celebrating the love and the grace and support of all of us, their closest family and friends. Our presence here makes this a far more joyous occasion. Today also marks a very auspicious date. Colin's grandparents, Rose Muscagna and her late husband, Dominic, were married on this very day, April 13th of 1952. They were inseparable for over half a century. And so let us congratulate them on the anniversary of their very long and happy marriage. Alrighty. Well, how many of you were, how many of you were able to witness a solar eclipse last week, either in real life or on TV? Well, that was pretty impressive, don't you think? That's kind of a once-in-a-lifetime event for most of us, in which we were able to see the corona of the sun with our naked eye, safely. The feathery tendrils of the sun, they radiate outwards from our favorite star, allowing it to disperse its warmth and its light and its life-giving energy throughout our solar system. Every plant, every animal, every life form that we know of depends on this energy. It is always there for us, even though we almost never see it. Love is very much like that, actually. It's always there, right in front of our eyes, even though we often fail to see it. Sara and Colin, your love begins with the two of you. Just as it is with the sun, the warmth and the energy and the power of your love will radiate outwards. It will nourish your family, your friends, your community, and ultimately all of our society. Always remember that love is not a destination, but it's a journey. Marriage also is a journey. It's marked by adventure and excitement. It is enhanced by the love, the trust, the dedication, and faith that you share in one another. Faith. Faith to go forward together without knowing what the future holds for you. Colin and Sara, you obviously make each other very happy. We can all see that. Of course, this is a very good thing and one of the important reasons why people get married. I just want to say a couple of words of caution about happiness. Just as love is a journey and marriage is a journey, so it is with happiness. Happiness is a journey. If we choose to make happiness our destination in life, we will never succeed. And in fact, we'll only achieve the opposite. And here's why. The pursuit of happiness tends to make us more self-centered, especially if it causes us to seek out pleasure at the expense of others. Ironically, this focus on the self makes us more lonely, and the more desperate we come to find happiness, the more likely we are to experience symptoms of depression. This puts happiness even further out of reach. Life will never conform to all of our desires. From time to time, life will deal us a card that we do not want. We will have to play that card as best we can, learn to accept and to even embrace this fact. Some people say learning how to make lemonade when life gives us lemons. This will put us on the path that it will allow us to achieve contentment. So rather than happiness, we should seek meaning in life. For this, we have to look outside of ourselves. If we pursue meaningful activities and if we build meaningful relationships, happiness and contentment will surely follow. We don't have to worry about it. It's going to be there. Some examples of this would be committing more fully to our personal and our professional roles, perhaps supporting friends and family in their time of need, or contributing to the betterment of our society, perhaps by supporting a worthy cause or volunteering in your community. I hope everyone here will be able to see the truth in these words. Now I'm going to get down off my soapbox. Thank you all for listening. I promised Sara and Colin I would keep this brief. So without any further ado, get the show on the road. If you would. If you would face each other, that would be great. Sara and Colin, I ask that you take this marriage as the beginning of your lives together. Tomorrow will bring you the greatest of joys, but today is the day it all begins. Today signifies the creation of a new home and a new family for both of you. Remember that in every marriage, there are good times and bad, times of joy and times of sorrow. You are now mature enough to know the difference between dreams and realities, but you're still young enough to have youth and hope. You also know that the good times are sweeter and the difficult times are less harsh when shared together. You must always continue to work to build the foundation that will support your marriage. Sara and Colin, do you, with your family and friends as your witnesses, present yourselves willingly and of your own accord to be joined in marriage?
We do.
We do.
Do you, Colin, take Sara to be your lawfully wedded wife, to love and to honor, in sickness and in health, in joy and in sorrow, for richer or poorer, forsaking all others, for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Do you, Sara, take Colin to be your lawfully wedded husband, to love and to honor in sickness and in health, in joy and in sorrow, for richer or poorer, forsaking all others, for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Sara and Colin have prepared some vows that they would like to share with all of you at this time. Colin, would you like to start?
I will. Sara, I love you so much. When I first met you, I was instantly captivated by your beauty, your sense of adventure, your spontaneity, and your passion for helping others. I left that amazing 4-hour-long first date knowing that I had to see you again. And although I didn't make that too easy, you took a chance on me for a second time. And for that, you made me feel as though I was the luckiest man to have ever lived. As the time we spent apart grew shorter, I started to feel that you were who I wanted to spend the rest of my life with. I knew for certain in late September of 2020, sitting on the beach at Race Point in Provincetown. I had everything I had needed at that moment: the warmth of the sun, a cool ocean breeze, and the love of my life at my side. The single picture I took of us on that beach is the one that I go back to all the time. It is the only photograph on my phone that is favorited out of 6,000 photos on my phone. A couple months after our trip to Cape Cod, we moved in together, and although I know I was nervous over how you would enjoy living with me, I couldn't have asked for it to be any better than it is now. I love that we have our own sanctuary, our own little place, a little piece of this world. It also doesn't hurt that you brought Duncan, the amazing yellow lab, into this relationship with you, even if he gets his hair everywhere. Sara, I love you for the way that you always know when something is up with me, even though I'm admittedly very hard to read sometimes, and you know exactly how to improve the situation, even without saying a word. I love you for how you let me know that I am loved in so many ways. I feel your love for me all the time, even when we're not together, and I love you. I love that you love me for who I am, with all of my faults. Sara, I promise to protect you from all that you need protection from. Where I cannot protect you, I will be at your side, so that we face whatever may come together. I promise to wake up every day and improve myself so that our relationship never goes a single day without improving itself. I promise to be more spontaneous and say yes, more so that our life together is never void of moments from which memories can be made. I promise to support you in every aspiration and dream that you have to make sure that they come true for you as you have done for me. And I promise to love you with all of my heart, for every second of every day, for the rest of my life.
That was beautiful. Thank you, Colin. Thank you very much for that.
My love, you captured me in a way that no one else ever has. From the moment we met over tacos and sangria for nearly 4 hours. Over the past 7.5 years, we have been through numerous ups, downs, and in-betweens of the human experience. Through all of the hills and valleys, through all of the changes and uncertainties within our lives together, I always returned back home to you. This is how I've come to know that we have something authentic and real, not because it is perfect or linear, but because it is human. The future can be both exciting but also scary. Despite the fear, I feel comforted knowing that you will be there with me to face whatever comes our way. I know your loving nature will radiate warmth within the family and home we create. Your precious and somewhat obsessive relationship with Duncan, the dog son you didn't ask for, is testament to this. I want you to know how much I appreciate your presence in my life. Thank you for holding on to me and just listening when I feel anxious or sad. Thank you for always bringing back my can of seltzer after I take one sip, put it down somewhere, and then forget about it. Yeah. Thank you for watching and enjoying 90 Day Fiancé with me when I need to do something mindless at the end of a heavy day. But all humor aside, thank you for being you and for choosing me. While I cannot vow to be perfect, I promise to remain committed to my growth as a person and as your wife. I always vow to do my best. I also vow to do my best to give you grace as you continue to grow. I vow to love your family as my own and be there with you as a source of support to them. I vow to keep you in mind when I make decisions and consider the we and not just the I. I promise to continue to choose you as we move through life together. I love you.
I love you.
That was beautiful, Sara. Thank you very much. All right. Sara and Colin have chosen rings to exchange with each other as a symbol of the never-ending love they feel for each other and as a reminder of the promises they are making on this day. You know, people always say that a wedding band is an unbroken circle with neither a beginning nor an end. But these rings did have a beginning. People mined the ore, they extracted and refined the metal from the ore. The metal was then liquefied in a furnace and then molded and cooled and painstakingly smoothed and polished. Something beautiful was made from raw elements and hard work. Love is like that. It comes from humble beginnings, and through a great deal of effort, imperfect people shape it into something extraordinary. At this time, I would like to ask the ring bearers, Dominic and Mirari, to come forward.
Oh, they don't have the rings.
Yeah, but
Ryan and
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fantastic. So, Colin, you start.
it's supposed to be switch around.
Colin, you'll start. Colin, please take the ring and place it on Sara's left ring finger. Left ring finger. And repeat after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love and faithfulness to you
as a symbol of my love and faithfulness to you,
now and forever.
now and forever.
Okay, Sara, you're up. Sara, please take your ring and place it on Colin's left ring finger and repeat after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love and faithfulness to you,
as a symbol of my love and faithfulness to you,
now and forever.
now and forever.
As you look at these rings over the years, I hope you will both be reminded of the love you feel for each other and the vows you have taken today. Sara and Colin, you've come here today of your own free will. In the presence of family and cherished friends, you have declared your love and commitment to each other, and you have pledged to be joined in marriage. You have exchanged vows and wedding rings as symbols of these promises and as a seal of your pledge. By the power of your love and commitment to each other, and by the authority vested in me by the great state of Connecticut, I now pronounce you husband and wife.